Welcome and thank you for spending this holiday season with 2K Sports as we get ready for the special NBA presentation. I'm Brian Anderson, and with me tonight, Grant Hill and Tim Legler. And down on the sidelines is Allie LaForce. First chance of the year for them to go up against this Warriors team. And it's Bridges with the jam.
Yeah, what a creative player in these pick and rolls. Ball takes pleasure dicing up defenses like this.
And it's Butler with the jam.
Great job on the back end of the play.
Yep, finished with both hands, making sure of it. And you think back, not many point guards have combined the vision with the frame of LaMelo Ball.
I mean, he's 6'7" or even taller. You think about it, it's just a short list. You think of Luka Doncic, Penny Hardaway, Magic Johnson. That combination of size and court awareness is hard to stop.
Pass to Bridges. Warriors with the rebound. With the drive. Now here's Curry. Ball with the rebound. Boom! He jams it straight down.
A true playmaker. When Ball isn't creating for himself, he's creating for others.
The three from Curry. He buries it from three.
Offensively, they've been pretty sharp. 3 for 4 so far.
Ball with it. Green picks him up. Bridges misses. Stolen by Bridges. Ball outside. Fires for three.
Out of bounds.
It's tipped. Out of bounds as Charlotte keeps possession. On defense, the Warriors. It's a three-point game. And Ball throws it down.
And Ball makes the intelligent play, using the tried and true pick and roll to create an opening.
Pass to Buzelis. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. That one on Herder. And this is year 2 for Coach Charles Lee at the helm of the Hornets, Grant.
Yeah, a long-time assistant. He knocked on plenty of doors before finally securing the lead role. And that determination to break through, something he's looking to impart to his young roster.
Now here's Ball. A great score, averaging almost 26 a game. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Yeah, inside Ball has to rely on his agility. That's how he finds his way to close-range looks.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
ABA, the Warriors have come a long way during the Curry era. Draymond Green said, quote, "We built this thing up from the laughingstock of the NBA. I take a great deal of pride in that. I think about this organization like it's mine. If the Warriors win the championship 10 years from now, that's our championship, period." Guys, back to you.
All right, thank you, Allie. Now here's Curry. He's got 5. Missed inside. Thompson outside. And here's Knipple from the arc. Rebounded by Green.
You have to defend the three-point line. They got lucky he missed that one.
To the inside. Ball with a steal. Here's Knipple. Yet to see a basket. And he's going for the lob. High post Green. Back to Curry. On the take. Thompson. Pulls it in. And here's Thompson. He'll bring it up for the Hornets. Trailing by 2. Pass to Knipple. Green with the defensive effort.
Well, give the defender credit. Sometimes it's enough to force the miss.
Here's Curry. Another miss for him. He's 2 for 6.
He hasn't helped the cause with his shooting, but his teammates have had his back.
And down it goes. Dunked it through off a beautiful setup.
Interior passing is so difficult if you aren't precise. They were right there. Nice work.
And Ball throws it down.
LaMelo on the attack. He can do damage from anywhere. They love to see him get to the rim.
And at the end of one, a closely contested game so far. Charlotte on top. They're up by 2. And we'll get the second quarter underway on the other side of this break. Good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after this first quarter of play. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen from Charlotte?
You can really see the strategy coming in. Get the ball into the painted area.
And that's where their advantage is. Throw the ball inside, make it difficult for the defense to make some decisions.
You're taller than you think. Lonzo is a sneaky 6'6".
Oh, nice job in the paint from Curry. And Tim, 1 year you shot over 50% from the field and from three-point range, not to mention over 80% from the free throw line. You think we'll ever see that again?
Well, Brian, I think the 50% from the three could be more difficult because the volume is now so high. I'm not sure they're as selective in their shot attempts, which means your percentages naturally come down a bit.
So 3 for 6 is not going to be an option for a great shooter?
Don't think so. 3 for 6 is usually the first quarter for a lot of these guys.
Here's Thompson. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. And Grant, Stephen Curry said his goal was to play meaningful basketball games. With the arrival of Jimmy Butler, that proved to be the case.
Yeah, the Warriors have been looking to get Steph some help. The fit with Jimmy was questioned, but it's worked out better than most people expected.
That free throw is good from Thompson. Tim, it was pretty unique to hear the Warriors vets say they don't want a team to mortgage the future trying to chase one more ring.
Really shows you the selflessness of this group. Here you've got Steph Curry, a top 10 player in league history, who maybe would want one because there's no time like the present.
Thinking more like a GM than he is a star player.
Smart. Keep that cupboard stocked.
Pass to Horford. Outside Payton. Here's Spencer. 6 to shoot. Can't hit from in close. Charlotte leading by 3. We're now about 2 minutes into the second quarter. And here is Thompson. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. That's on Gary Payton II.
Well, that was clearly a foul.
And no luck at the stripe this time. Second one won't fall.
Yeah, they're playing a much more physical game here in the second quarter. That was execution to perfection. Textbook transition offense.
And it results in the highest percentage look you're going to get.
Buries it from 3. Ball's got 9.
Fearless fearless from beyond the arc. LaMelo has unlimited range and tremendous confidence.
It's Bridges on the wing. And the Hornets, another three. And what's your take, guys, here on the hustle stats for the Hornets?
Yeah, they're just attacking on defense, getting those hands out and knocking the ball free. I really like their energy defensively.
Well, don't forget about their scoring in the open floor. They've been getting a lot of production on their break.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, LaMelo Ball is a playmaker, first and foremost. He said, I just start off the game trying to get my team involved, get the flow going. After the team's going, I try to get mine. If you get the team involved first, more pieces going, it just makes the game easier. Back to you, BA.
A great passer. Allie, thanks very much for the report.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
And that one's good. Spencer.
That's very smart use of the screen, and it sets up a very close look.
And timeout called by Charles Lee. He's going to take a moment to give him a breather and talk things over. .124 left in the half. LaMelo down the lane. Here's Eubanks. The Warriors pull it in. Here's Spencer. And a nice finish on the layup. Spencer's got his second bucket on the night.
Very little resistance around the rim right now. That's the 5th straight bucket they've given up in the paint.
Pass to Eubanks. Now here's Thompson. And the slam dunk by Thompson.
Flying high, Asar Thompson. I wish I still had hops like that.
Screen by Horford. Outside man. It's deflected. There's Herter with the three. It's good. And the assist that time from Ball. And now an 11-point Hornet lead.
I just love the ball movement.
It's Herter on the wing. And the Hornets, another three.
Give their offense some love. They've been the more efficient team.
Yeah, they have just found the better looks, and they are capitalizing.
And so they choose to intentionally foul.
I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
And so it's Charlotte, up 14 as we wrap up the quarter. They just can't miss right now. Every shot they're taking, you assume, is going in. All right, we'll get back to the action after this break. And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly in the second. And here's Curry for three. A rebound by Bridges. Hornets leading by 14. And it's Ball off the drive. It's stolen by Curry. And he gets that one. Curry's got 11.
And it just doesn't matter where Curry is on the court with that kind of touch.
Pass to Bridges. From behind the arc. Rebounded by Butler.
Great job on the closeout and taking away space against a good shooter.
Fires the three. Curry with another miss. Ball outside. 11 feet out. And it falls all over the rim and in. Give him 8 points now.
And just executing at a high level. I mean, taking what the defense allows and putting in the work.
Well, they are making something very difficult look simple right now.
Inside. And stolen by Green. Green, a screen. Stolen by Ball. And Ball throws it down.
Yeah, nice quick transition play from Ball. Getting out ahead of the defense and converting on the fast break.
Here's Curry. And the layup is good off the glass. Curry's got 4 points this quarter. After seeing a franchise player like Luka Doncic traded, you think there's anyone who is truly untouchable now, Tim?
Well, I tell you what, that trade, BA, made me realize nobody in this league is immovable. You just don't know what the future holds, and I think fewer guys will stay with one team their entire career.
That was a shocker for sure.
People dancing. Yes, that's it.
And so it's Paul with it. He brings it up from Charlotte. Following this game, they hit the road and challenge the Bucks at Fiserv Forum in Milwaukee. It'll be the start of a 3-game trip on the road. Knipple with a bucket.
That make brings them to 3 for 4, and the game plan seems to be working here early.
The 3 from Curry. And the rebound goes to Charlotte.
Well, you can't make them all, but I doubt the defense wants to give him that kind of look again.
This is how you execute in transition. Ball beating everyone to the spot.
Now here's Curry. 13 points in the game. And he banks in the layup. Curry's got 15.
Well, he's a guy they look to go to, and now you see why.
And Stephen Curry's been so good for so long. Tim, we tend to forget that early ankle injuries held him back.
Yeah, really, Brian, hard to imagine what he's overcome. Surgery in seasons 2 and 3 that strengthened his lower body and got those ankle braces. Sports medicine has unleashed a killer.
And again, Charlotte on the run. And Ball throws it down.
And that's what happens when you don't take care of the ball.
Hey, that makes the turnover hurt even more.
All it takes is a half second of carelessness, and someone will be rocking the rim going the other way. And this quarter has just been a struggle for him offensively.
Ooh, some solid defense from Herter.
And they're +5 on the boards after that rebound.
Pass to Green. And here's Curry for 3. Fires in the triple. Curry's got 9 points now in the quarter.
And that's his second three-pointer tonight.
Down low. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. And the Hornets lead by 18. Pass to Green. Curry looking it over. Green, a screen. Just 4 to shoot. Curry, no good. Charlotte leading by 18. Ball outside. The 3 ball. The rebound by Post.
Hey, sometimes you miss even under the best of circumstances.
Outside Curry. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. Curry's got 11 points here in the second half.
He is totally locked in offensively and doing everything he can to bring his team back.
And Ball throws it down.
He throws it down with 2 hands. You know he won't mess that up.
Not this guy. He is a big-time finisher. And so it's the Charlotte Hornets. A sizable 18-point lead at the end of the period. Their efficiency has been off the charts. Well, there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. Charlotte leading by 18. Eubanks the screen. Pass to Herter. And the 3 off target. Here's Mann. Beyond the arc. The rebound by Eubanks. Ball outside. Another basket. He's now 6 for 7 in the contest.
You know, when everything's clicking, Ball can steal the show. And we're seeing it right here.
Out of bounds. It'll be Hornets ball. Fantastic ball movement for them tonight.
Things are definitely working offensively. A balanced attack is just so much harder to defend.
Substitution on the board.
And they tell players your career is short. Maximize your earnings. But sometimes guys take less credit.
And, you know, different things go into that. Winning, comfort, and in some cases, you're talking legacy, you know, for those rare players who've been with one team their whole career.
And we've seen this so many times. A hot start by Curry. And once he gets rolling like this, there's not much the defense can do.
And it's Charles Lee calling timeout here. No doubt he's going to utilize the opportunity to make sure they're all on the same page here. We played just over a minute here in the fourth. Pass to Eubanks. Out to Thompson. Into the lane. Oh, and the jam by Thompson.
The athleticism of Thompson showing up right there. I mean, just explosive off the bounce.
Here's Butler. And it's Butler with the jam.
Incredible. I mean, this is the NBA. The defense needs to be much better.
He doesn't slam it often, but the D can't take him lightly, or he will.
Not the greatest effort there defensively, and he took advantage.
Count that bucket.
The assist.
6 points for Jimmy Butler.
Putting his body to work in the paint. Butler using his athletic skills to get it done.
Ball no good. Warriors trail by 20. And here's Curry. Tipped away. Thompson with a steal. Going inside. And the slam dunk by Thompson.
Look at the power on that.
He has to be one of the top dunkers in the game today.
Oh, he is off from deep. Maybe it's time to look for another option.
Left side Curry. Deflected. And it's out of bounds. The Warriors able to retain possession here.
Substitution on the board.
Long range from the inbound. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
That's just great hustle by Green. Few players in this league play as hard as Draymond.
To the paint. Oh, a big finish with a one-handed jam.
He just rises up and throws it down hard with one hand.
That is such a go-to move for him. He holds nothing back on those.
Well, he's just a jack of all trades. In addition to his scoring and defense, Butler is also a solid distributor.
All no good.
Well, the defense was daring him to take that shot, and it paid off.
Left side Curry. Pass to Green. Ooh, excellent D there from Ball. And Ball will bring it up here for Charlotte.
It's safe to say they have dominated this game. The game wasn't even as close as the score says in a great win for the Hornets.
Pretty clear who the better team was today. They dominated in just about every phase of this game, Grant.
VA, it's almost hard to think what didn't go well for them. Their plan, their execution, everything was absolutely on point.
And so hard work pays off with their 26th win of the year.
And against a non-conference opponent, you really want to win the first one. They'll go into the next one knowing how to beat this team for sure.
And as it was happening, as it was building, you knew this was a monster game for LaMelo Ball.
Yeah, forcing turnovers and getting into guys' heads. That's how you shake up the offensive flow.
And again, another missed shot. Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Butler outside. Fires the three. Oh, it misses. Ball looks over the floor. Gets a hand on it. The putback. How about the activity? And so it's the Hornets taking care of business in this one.